Hey everybody, it's Seth. We're going to try this again. This will be my second attempt at recording this video. We actually had, well, not we, but I, on my computer, my recording software went out and I was unable to record this week's video, but it looks like we got it all worked out now, and so we're going to give this another shot. So we are now in Module 7. I hope everybody has had a good week so far. It is Friday, October the 4th, and it has been a week. So we are about midway through the semester. Next week will be our midpoint. Only 16 weeks in the semester, and we are doing one module a week with 16 modules in this class. So I'll let you do the math, but on my end, it looks like the math checks out. So, all right, so let's take a look real quick. Let me share over to you. Not sharing files, that is the wrong button, but I am going to share my screen with you. So just as a quick reminder, we did have some homework that was due this past week. So on the 2nd, your VARC results, your MBTI results, and your study resources quiz was due. You do have the 3-day grace period to get that in, so you may turn these homework items in through Saturday, October the 5th. We are on Module 7 now, so let's take a look at that module real fast. This week's module is dealing with test anxiety, studying effectively, and the advising process, because we are getting very close now to advising and registration for not only the spring 2020 semester, but the summer 2020 semester as well. So those events are approaching quickly. So we got some good things for you to check out today. This is a very interesting video of why we choke under pressure and how to avoid it. And we included this video in our ACA classes because, and at this point in the class, because we are approaching midterms. So if your classes have a midterm exam, and because finals are only 8 weeks away. So those are some very big things that are happening that can really affect the outcome of your semester. So want you to watch this video, and then right under it we do have some questions relating to that video. So watch the video, do the questions. Then we've got 2 really fun videos, 11 ways to study smart and to study effectively. So making sure that you're getting the most out of your study sessions. Last week we did touch on VARC and how that can be applied to your studying, so making sure that you're not only just studying, but studying the best way that works for you. And then how to study less by studying smart. So these are 2 very interesting videos for you to check out. We also have a folder here for some additional test preparation resources. So how to get ready for those midterm exams and those final exams that are lurking in the distance. Thinking about the exams, it might not be a bad idea to start coming up with a plan, hence the designing a mid-semester plan homework assignment. So what I want you to do with this is think about the following questions. What type of exams are going to be administered to you for your different classes? What type of material will be covered? Is it going to be a cumulative exam or only a chapter type exam? Are these exactly, so are these exams cumulative? What types of questions do your instructors like to use? Are they going to be multiple choice, true, false, short answer, or the dreaded essay question? And how many questions do you think there will be, and what approach will you use to study further for them? How many study sessions will you need, and how much time will you need in those sessions? Do you have any other papers or essays or projects or exams at the same time in other classes? If so, how do you plan to take care of these other assignments while also studying for your exams? So what I want you to do is, in a Word document, develop a plan of attack. Create a study schedule for the week before your exams and any papers that are due, allowing as many 1-hour blocks as you will need. Be sure to include each class excuse me, be sure to include each class's informations, what topics are going to be covered, and the days, hours needed, and any additional information that you think would be needed. So that will be one of the big homework assignments for this semester, for this week. So be sure to really put some thought into this. We also have a link here to our satisfactory academic progress calculator. And so you can check that out to see, based off of what your grades are now, what would your completion rate be and what would your cumulative GPA be? Remember, in order to maintain your financial aid, you must have a 67% completion rate and your GPA must be a 2.0. So just a fun little website for you to play around with. And then finally, the last homework assignment for you this week is the advising planning worksheet. So let's take a look at this real quick because advising is right around the corner. So we just have some questions or some little light reading about why advising is important, how to prepare for your advising appointment, and what your advisor's responsibilities are, and what your responsibilities are as the advisee. So make sure you are understanding what the advisor does and what you as the advisee does. And then what I want you to do is go in and find your program of study, whether you are a UT University transfer student or if you are an applied science student in a career and technical pathway. Find your program of study and review it. And we just got some questions here for you to answer. What's your current major? Who is your advisor? What English classes are required? And what classes have you already completed of those? And then do the same thing for your math classes. And then answer these questions. What did you learn from reviewing your program of study academic program requirements? Name at least 2 things. So you need 2 items in this question. What do you believe is your greatest asset in reaching your academic and career goals? Why? So with these, make sure that you're answering both questions. So I want to know what is your greatest asset and why is it your greatest asset? So there are actually 2 questions that you're going to be answering in this one line. Then use the space below to identify at least 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. You can do 4 if you want, but I need a minimum of 3 potential ways you plan to overcome personal obstacles that may stand in your way of success, i.e. what happens if you lose your method of transportation? If you have kids, what happens if childcare becomes unavailable? What other support systems are available to you? Things like that. And then based off of your reviewing the program guide and also thinking about your career pathway, what are at least 3 questions, concerns, or goals that you want to discuss with your advisor? So that is not a long worksheet, so make sure that you do it and you do it completely. Just to kind of touch base, let's take a look at this calendar. So this is next week, and you'll notice there's not anything due right here. What? And that is because on Monday and Tuesday of next week is fall break. That is right, fall break. That means that if you have any seated classes, those classes won't meet on Monday or Tuesday of next week. Bonus 4-day weekend. Yeah. All right. So just because I am the kind and generous soul that I am, I'm actually going to give you all a little break too. So you won't have any homework due this Wednesday. Now, that's also to say that if you go ahead and get it knocked out, then you don't have to worry about it for next week. Me personally, I like to go ahead and get business taken care of. That way I can go and play and have a good time and not have it sneak up on me. So all of the homework items that we touched on, the video questions on why we choke under pressure, the designing a mid-semester plan, and the advising and planning worksheet, all of those are going to be due by 12 noon on Wednesday, October the 16th. So you have a good week and a half to get all that done. You get it done this weekend, you don't have to worry about it. Then you don't have to scrounge and be scrambling on Monday the 14th or Tuesday the 15th to get it done. So again, if it was me, go ahead and get it done. Don't worry about it. But some people like to procrastinate and stress out over it. So I will leave that decision up to you. So those are your homework items. That's everything that you need to do for the coming 2 weeks, or actually week and a half. We'll say week and a half. So again, reminder, everything for Module 7 is due on Wednesday, October the 16th by 12 noon. If you have any questions regarding anything in Module 7 or anything related to advising, please feel free to give me a call at area code 919-718-7339. You can also email me at sbuchanan@cccc.edu. Or if you just so happen to be on the Leland campus, feel free to come by and see me in Science 9126. That is in the Academic Assistance Center. That is all that I've got for y'all, which is good because I've got class in 30 minutes that I've actually got to go teach. So y'all have a fantastic weekend, and we will see y'all next week. Have a good one.